got you, really. Oh, yeah. It's really us. All right, we got you on.
Now that Norman knows that he killed Miss Watson, what now?
I have to tell you something.
I want you to put it out of your head. It's all over.
The fact that he's killed Miss Watson is obviously weighing heavily on Norman's mind now. He's out of hospital and back home. And so he starts to ponder how best to deal with the issue.
I saw myself having sex with Miss Watson. And then I killed her.
This news, this information hits her the way it always hits her. I think her psychological defense mechanisms kick in.
You're convincing yourself of something impossible. You're traumatized.
Mother, we have to face it.
Norman, stop it! Stop it right now, stop!
The truth is just too uncomfortable to admit to.
Norman can't live with the truth that he killed Miss Watson, and he's gonna kill himself. He sees that as the only way out. But Norma, she cannot possibly bear to live in a world without her son. Norman is everything to her.
Norman!
He realizes that she's followed him into the woods, and he has this moment where he's like, I'm just gonna get this done. I can't let her stop me. And he knows the pull that she has on him. He knows how hard it is for him to say no to her.
You have these blackouts and they confuse you.
I had a blackout the day my dad died. What happened that day, Mother?
Give me the gun and I'll tell you.
We see Norman realize that he's going to be trapped forever by her. You see that journey continuing towards that place where we know he must end up.
The incredible irony of this is that by allowing Norman to live, she maybe seals her own ultimate fate.
We have to be together. We're supposed to be together.
It's an evolution of him starting to connect with her to the point where he himself is lost in the connection.
I'm not sure that Norman is incredibly worried about the polygraph test himself. I think it's more Norma who thinks that the truth will come out. Whereas from Norman's point of view, the much bigger issue in his head is the fact that he has killed someone and knows that he has.
It's gonna be okay.
It's Norma's worst nightmare.
Let's go.
It's the hardest thing to just sit in the seat and not be able to go in there and make sure he's being protected.
This is the moment of truth. The polygraph test leads to the inevitable question.
Did you kill Blair Watson?
Norman,
Right at that critical moment, Norman has a vision of his mother.
you need to know something very important.
What, Mother?
You didn't kill Blair Watson. I did.
His vision at that moment excuses him from his own actions. It becomes the only way that he can bear the guilt and responsibility of what he did.
Norman,
Yes?
did you kill Blair Watson?
This psychological transformation occurs where he passes the responsibility of this on to his mother. And that is a big change for our character.
Norman is evolving into a different person that is a darker version of Norman Bates. He's closer to being the iconic character.
We realize that from now on we have to question more our support for Norman. There is this innocent side, but there's also this evil underneath that's sort of undeniable.
The stage is set for a real battle for control of Norman Bates' soul.
He's capable of monstrous acts.
Norman is embracing the dark, dangerous part of himself.
It's gonna get dark. I have a feeling it's gonna get really dark.
Once Norman knows what he's capable of, this catalyzes his mental deterioration in a way that, there's no turning back from it.